Crofta Technologies and Nalco, Ecolab companies. A step-by-step guide to air dissolving tube or ADT panel replacement. This guide will walk you through the ADT panel replacement for your Crofta ADT models 60, 150, 300, and 500. These will require removal of only one end cap. Larger units will need both end caps removed. First, make sure the air supply in the ADT recycle pump is shut down, properly locked, and tagged out as per your site-specific safety procedures. The pressure differential gauge must read 0. The supply air pressure gauge must also read 0. Next, close the valve for the air feed to the Vion panel assembly. There are 2 valves located on the end cap side of the unit. Open valve 1 and valve 2 to drain the ADT. After the unit is drained, you can proceed to remove the end cap using a 1 5/16 socket. If your ADT is mounted vertically, you may need to disconnect it from the pipes and lay it down. Once the end cap is removed, check if the gaskets are damaged or if they adhere to the cap or flange face. If so, the gaskets will need to be replaced. Now you are ready to remove the Vion panel assembly. You will first need to disconnect the air feed. Proceed to remove the pipe end caps on the outside of the ADT with a pipe wrench, exposing the threaded support rods. Some ADTs may also be equipped with an air solenoid. If so, that will need to be disconnected at this time. To prepare for removal of the Vion panel assembly, you may use internal support as shown in this example. Unthread the top nut on the center stem with a 1-inch deep socket. Then unthread the top nuts on the threaded support rods with a 9/16 deep socket. You may now remove the ADT panel assembly. Retrieve the metal and rubber washers from both support rods and the air injection stem. Inspect the inlet nozzle at this time to verify that it is free of any obstruction or debris. You are now ready to install a new or rebuilt ADT panel in your unit. Place 1 rubber washer onto each stem and reinstall the new or rebuilt assembly into the ADT. The front plate should touch the inner edge of the tube with no gaps. If the outside of the front plate does not touch the outer edge of the tube, it is acceptable to install several rubber washers to make up a small gap. Use care reinstalling the nuts, metal and rubber washers on the support rods and the air injection stem. Do not over-tighten these nuts as they may strip, rendering the panel useless. Reinstall the caps using pipe dope or tape for a tight seal. Reinstall the air feed. Reinstall the ADT air solenoid if equipped and test the system. Reinstall the end caps and gaskets, then tighten. Remove the lockout tags on the pump system and open any isolation valves. Restart the system and double check for leaks. Tighten any flanges or caps as needed. It is recommended that the ADT panel be changed every 6 months. For all your spare parts needs, contact your Crofta Technologies or Nalco representative. Crofta Technologies and Nalco, Ecolab companies.